Can you believe we were going to make
I think we'd better shut up.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss out of
He knew all along that he was
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it?
That's right.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is high. In this at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you.
So what do you propose? Will you try?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
sharing uncle?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. That a blade is a... Yourself be true. That was rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself, and so must I be. I must do what I know to be right. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their mind.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, and so just like that, you're going to throw this? I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor...
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. But where are my manners? Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do...
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Lord Rosfield. Is
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was help. Have you learned anything of note?
little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed with...
Secrets which...
Should our methods be of... Mayhap it would please you to observe some...
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there to if you would consent to do so in my stead.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through it will lead you straight.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey.
That was good chicken.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Let's go through the Gilded Path.
Faster! This might take a while.
Nah, we're moving. We're moving and grooving.
This won't be easy.
I'm actually curious. You bastard. I literally just got off my horse. Oh, this is actually good. That's pretty cool. Never mind, this might be better. It's probably really good for fighting mobs. Maybe not bosses, though.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Bahamut might be better. In the sense that you just mega flare somebody down. But Phoenix is probably still undeniably the best, just base ability, because it's a good gap closer. It gets increased range, and you combo strike with it. Doesn't get much better than that. This one just kind of stuns them, so you can do all the other crazy shit.
Thanks, Cal.
All yours, Torgal.
I figured they would have done Leviathan, but I guess not, because they already did, they're already doing, Ifrit and Phoenix, so makes sense.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. All yours, Torvald. Whatever that thing is. I'd say it's their leader. Nice try. All yours, Torvald. Should have stayed in the park. These were...
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origin, a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their life now. To what do we owe the honor of...
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then. May the Firebird's flame burn.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for us...
Ah,
Yeah.
thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I
Cyril. Losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen? Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond. Our faith in his grace, Joshua Ross, and we of the Undying will do as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
God damn, there's a lot of quests here. What the fuck, bro? Jesus, there's like so many quests. Oh, there's just one here. Now there's three, so that means there must be three in the other places as well.
What's happened? That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that but I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we haven't. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all the...
All right.
Thanks, Clark.
Easy.
Don't blame yourself, El.
I know, but
No buts about...
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consort, though prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. Even if I fail to free these bearers, someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but...
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants. If El's off fighting for the cause, so I bid you. I'll gather my men. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. Better. Keep Eloise waiting.
brother's another victim. Can you believe it? What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
When are they gonna let us through?
I'm curious to see what Torgal's shit is. Oh, did we get a new point? What the fuck? Anyway, that's not what I want to look at. I want to see Torgal's fucking shit. Look at all my spells are fucking are like a mix-up.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consort?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearer. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that, and so we resumed.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without the bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings.
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, and with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Mega Flare!
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might... As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Rand.
So you never...
No. I entertained the consortium's proposal solely so I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them free.
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village, a pack of beasts have come down from the mountains. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there.
Hold on, Theo.
Where's my chocobo? Let's go, caca, caca. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not allowed to jump off the fucking roof? Oh, that's gay. Why I oughta... Ugh, so lame, bro. My chocobo got wings, bro. He could flap me down. She could flap me down. It would have been perfect. It would have all worked out in the end. Goblin mugger. Muggler. What?
I can walk from here.
Okay, that's why.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village.
We just have to pray makes it...
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me. Creatures have already turned. Any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Get him! Get him!
Boom! 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 I like how Turgle LBs and ULB. That shit's good. That shit's cool.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
No! Theodore!
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Cid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
And so will you!
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
That was sad.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone, because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life?
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together. And you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on bringing smiles to people and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Shiva skills is actually pretty good, pretty dank. Bro, there's still a quest at the hideaway. What the fuck? There's so many. I just want to see what I can get. I want to see if I have enough to get the thing.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Oh my god, the blacksmith one. Ugh. More blacksmith armor that I can't get because I don't have the pieces for it.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Nope, still
Sorry,
can't get
but
it.
You're not quite there yet.
Ring of Swift Shot. Alright, August, what's
bad
happening?
news then.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there, are spewing out evil.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts. If something ain't done soon.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah.
Bro, these are all like super important side quests. I fucking love them.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
How many icon points do I have? That's a great question. I need to see. Oh, I still have 5,000, so if I wanted to, I can invest in this. This is a decent spell if it just holds them like that, as long as I don't have to hit them.
Good day. Certainly. Here you are.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris' scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some... enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside the...
Well done.
Welcome back.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravozd were keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah, but that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravozd, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravozd needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravozd is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You,
We can't afford to...
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and... Blackthorn? You and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gate. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravozd till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Oh, one of these. Easy.
All right. Which one of you's first?
The big one.
Get him! All yours, Torgal.
Ah. I didn't mean to spam my heals like that, damn it.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Chimera? That's either Chimera or Behemoth.
They're not getting past me.
Damn it. Oh, I thought I timed it. Bro, I'm timing that. You're fucking smoking. I was trying to get some of those sexy tide encounters.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall, but we got the bastards.
Good.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get...
Sid, enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and we'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you, so... thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravos isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dhalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. There's people who trust their lives to my steel.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of, but I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravos in the... I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metal between the two of us. I'd say with...
You know what? Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get you...
Oh, do we get our recipe for the Ultima weapon? Ultima! Fuck, there's another quest? Fuck, bro, why are there so many side quests? There's like 80 side quests happening right now, god damn it, why are there so fucking many? It would make me waste all my time doing all these side quests. I just want to get my Odin shit, but I need all these side quests first.
just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his level work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort, led...
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I, trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history, but we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the neck.
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Hey, listen to your mom. Go.
I never fought me in, and if it hadn't been for you... What's St. Fordian, dear?
The dog shit weapon. Oh, I need one more orichalcum. Oh, that fucking bugs. Where's my new sword? Fucking give me my Ragnarok. We're all about the damage and the stagger and show 'em what it means to have all that swagger. Alright, there's still a quest to do here, but we'll do that one later. We'll go to Northreach. Northreach quest! Northreach quest! Whoop, whoop! I'll be back real quick.
ghosts at the gates, not days.
Those things I said before.
Oh, my wards and I may soon be without.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second only to his... Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title. The Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Nor?
He wants to transform it into a military strong... A foundation upon which to build a new Sanbreque. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants. With promises that they shall be afforded...
He would rob the populace to...
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly.
What does Captain Philippe... When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? By speaking out against one of the most... A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe, given the mood around town. Mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soldier, and unlike Philippe, no bond... Well? Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troop.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the cap...
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and you're here. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought...
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned, but no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that... Plans are already up soon enough. These thralls shall...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government, one whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from...
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke. It wouldn't hurt to... Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Oh. As long as you remain, the veil will see
You needn't fret. There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any close. Now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threat if the duck.
Alright, so they're not for it.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Why?
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he will do. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
I heard the dame got an eye concert with the man.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see this. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. But if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Politics is rough.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is look. No one likes all these taxes and tariffs. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me. As long as you remain, the veil will...
I left everything in the...
You're the one who's talking to His Eminence.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me, listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue skin.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about, do you intend to go...
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect...
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's order.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clive, were you able to...
I was...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion. And the soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ash. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about, protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's. We have only to turn our attentions to the true. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, but I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Quest completed. Let's go. W. No other quests here, Coolio. Bro, there was like 8 quests in the fucking desert area. That was wild. No, there's 3. Yeah, 3. I don't know why I said 8, 3. There are probably 2. I'm miscounting, but there was. I was like, bro, there's like. Well, no, there was 3. 3 quests that happened in the desert, bro. God damn. Side quest galore.
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach 'em. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you...
Shake the dog and fin the human. The fun will never end. Adventure time. Alright, time to go. Wait, where's Wade? He's over here, just fucking teleport. Why am walk my ass to infinity and beyond?
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow up.
Ah, what brings you to Eastpool? A delivery from Martha.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rosfield, my lady.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic upon engaging with the Akashic. Each detachment will keep the creatures occupied.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point with luck. That point will be the village square. The perfect place for our most able warriors to and for you and I.
A sound plan, but one that'll require... I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. But you'll be needed, please. Leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no man might fall. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you...
Suppose we'd better do our bit too.
Right.
The calm before the storm.
it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rosfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resist. I could order a detachment or...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Next one's mine. I might not know one.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
On my way. We're gonna kill a kitty. Let's go.
There it is. With me, Torgal. Attack!
to Eastpool.
Lord Rosfield, the Curl,
It's dead.
Thank the Founder. We were able to... I have guardians posted around the village. I hesitate to...
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you.
No, Sway, you brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own before, but now we do. We really do.
Hello, welcome.
But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now. So we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours. To protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I did...
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, eh?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds.
All right.
Damn, making me travel everywhere, bruv. Just give me my reward.
Lord Rosfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind Marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it meant to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
You know, fucked us up, Odin, bro. That dude fucked us up. Twice. He was like, let me give you that one slash and it's fucking done. God damn.
The hero rip. It's lucky you came. Not only did my seeds get delivered,
I just did what I could.
And it's only right. Take it before.
What we get?
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back and a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd...
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that. Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, The cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work, told me I was giving them relief but not freedom. But got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever what?
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, he certainly didn't lack for ambition, that.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Cid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty.
That sounds like a wonder.
Yeah, quest complete. Give me my shit. That's it? Bro, I need some rewards. What is that? I just get your thing on my mounted on my wall? Dog shit. Let's see, it's a plus, so it's an upgrade of some sort. Probably to my carrying capacity. Yep.
Come back. The stew's awfully thin.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
God damn. Okay, never mind. There's still 2 quests. What the fuck? All those quests. I don't even have enough orichalcums to fucking craft my the quote-unquote god tier sword.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing another one. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top. For let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. Only mithril engines get hotter. You can't chuck ore in one of them and get... Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish, and I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd...
Oh,
So, what...
We've got a couple of examples here.
More fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more...
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like... And what's more, they're directional. Transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, we've collected as many as we can. And I know where we can get the rest.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell. We're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, in that and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia.
All right then.
It'll do.
God damn, bro. Again, another guy's just sending me freaking everywhere, bro. Everybody be trying to send me everywhere. Let's see if there's any new hunts on top of that.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. It's my job, actually. When she heard what the mission was...
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Damn it! Ah, great. Okay, I was about to say, I was gonna be like, fuck! I mean, alright, so those plus quests are to get upgrade materials, so let's get hit all three of them real quick. Shouldn't be hard. I can hit one of them right here while I do this quest.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin.
Nearly done.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer some thought, my...
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a lot. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region, and after her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the...
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word.
Alright, where am I going? Oh, general same area. Let's go. I love those type of quests where they're just right next to each other. Just bam bam. Just go down in a line. That's what I'm talking about.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Easy.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Cid the Outlaw.
Cid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished, but casting your lot with this criminal...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Cid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bear. She raised me like a daughter, and I did.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you. To liberate the bearers of this. Farewell, master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put
Cole's mind at ease, yes. Now, we would do that, but, fuck that noise. Oh, okay, they just took us there automatically. Okay, I thought I was gonna go do the other side quest while I'm here, but fuck it, I guess not.
Welcome back, Cid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and Muleta. You don't need to...
I'd been hoping as much. She meant so the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her... She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sanbreque. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Cid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Quest complete. Da 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 da. That's all they give me? Jesus, bro, they just give me dog shit. I swear, bro. All I get is dog shit. Alright, let's see if there's any, Got any new hunts for me? Nope. Alright, just making sure.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Give me my
Here's everything
reward.
we've received and everything promised.
Oh my god, I still don't have enough. That's fucking wild. Alright, I guess back to Rosaria. Or better yet, we'll go here. fucking... Get me out of the sands, bro.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Be safe.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Over
find this spherical echo.
Easy breezy lemon squeezy. Da 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 da.
Come on.
Yeah!
I didn't even know this part of the map was here. Good to know.
This might take a while.
Over here!
Nice try. Two down. Ready, go?
Faster! This won't be easy.
That's all of them.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Welcome home, Sid.
How was she?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
help you today, Clive? All yours. Come again. I may have more for.
That's a shit thing. That's so shit. Well, 0.2 seconds. Insignificant.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary, yet still, the king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to...
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me.
I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps you will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Weigh that young Phoenix down. There's the fucker. I want to say it would be in the Gilded Path. Maybe here. But they specifically said the field of the Velsroy Desert, so it's gotta be somewhere. It's gotta be somewhere here in the north or the south. I'll check both. Time to go fight a chimera. Holy shit, I only got 3 heals. Well, we're gonna make it work.
Back to the stables, girl.
No, there's too many ads here. He's probably not going to be here. He's an S rank, so he's going to be in an arena field. Has to be. Maybe by the bandit's bed?
Good girl.
Faster!
All right.
There's only a number of places. Part of me feels like he'd be here, but we'll double check afterwards. They gave a hint though, they said it was specifically the desert, so I'm gonna look through the desert first. And if it's not there, I'm gonna be pissed as fuck. Okay, then he might be south then.
Why the hell? Victor take the bearers.
None of the stalls were plundered this time, thanks, Peter.
Come on.
Alright, well, let's start hugging corners.
This won't be easy. Time to fight. No holding back.
They said the desert, but I don't believe that because I just ran around the entire desert and I did not find it.
Come on. Back to the stables, girl. Run like the wind. All right. Time to fight.
Maybe in the Gilded Path?
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Time to fight.
They said it was in the desert, but I refuse to believe that because I looked through there now and I didn't see anything. And they usually lie about shit like that. Was there something I missed? They literally said the desert. God, I hate it. I hate it when they don't tell you where the fuck it is, bro. It's so lame. Across the velour. Across. Let's just check it again, I guess.
Let's go. Yeah.
There you are, motherfucker. I missed the corner.
Thanks, Gal.
Chimera, let's go.
We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Torvald. This one.
Whew. That one wasn't too bad. Orichalcum.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Give me that shit. Ooh, ultimate black screen. What the fuck happened? Game crash?